I'm always alert to when stories come over the press involving IT professionals trying to do things that they shouldn't be doing, because I know that most IT professionals are honest, decent, hard-working people with only their clients and their employer's best interest at heart. But occasionally you do have a guy or a gal out there that decides that they're going to play God for whatever reason and wreak havoc. And these kind of stories, when they come to the press, reinforce some of the negative opinion out there in the public. Case in point, recently a recently fired employee from Fannie Mae, Mr. Mekwana, who was a contract employee for Fannie Mae, basically wrote this custom script that would wipe out like 4,000 of Fannie Mae's file servers on January the 31st. And Mr. Mekwana got indicted in federal court for this. Apparently he got fired about a few days before for failing to get approval to do some work on the servers that he did. And so he wrote this malicious script and basically to go out and change the root password in all the Linux servers and then delete all the backup software and then wipe out the data on the servers. So it was a pretty evil, malicious thing that he did because he got fired and lost his job. And you know, good security policy, when you, in my opinion, I don't know, and maybe you'll have a differing opinion, but when you get rid of somebody that certainly in that situation, you need to get them out of there right then and there and change everything around where they can't do that. And apparently he was still working there after. This is what I'm getting from it. That he knew what happened. You know, he was being let go, and he was still there, and was able to get his malicious script installed. But he did get caught at the end of the day. And this potential disaster for Fannie Mae, and certainly the last thing this country needs is yet another cog in the wheel. We don't want to bring Fannie Mae to its knees for a week or two while it's rebuilding all of its data and getting its servers back up and running. This could have cost hundreds of millions of dollars in damages to a company. You know, Fannie Mae is in a very bad position right now anyway. But the point of what I'm trying to say is these kind of stories that give the public a perception that the IT people are these maniacal people that if you fire them or if you discipline them or whatever, they don't have the self-control or the decency not to try to commit a crime. And I think that's wrong, and I don't want the public to get that opinion. So when I come across these stories, I always point out, look, just like anybody else out there in any industry, you do got your bad apples. You got doctors who just seen recently where a doctor tried to have his ex-wife killed. They're sworn, they take the Hippocratic Oath. There's people, I mean, they are first and foremost people, but I guarantee you, almost all IT professionals, okay, are good, decent people, and they don't play God. They realize they're there to do a job and to do it well and the best of their ability. And, you know, if you do have to let one go, they take their lumps like anybody else. We can't always hit a home run every time. But the bottom line is, this is sensationalist journalism meant to sell stories, so forth. Yes, it happened, but the important thing is that it didn't happen because other IT professionals located, tracked down, fixed the problem, and it became a non-event. So, but my word of advice and a word of caution, you know, if you let a bookkeeper go, don't let him sit there with a checkbook for a week or two after you let him go. Don't do that. You know, you got a network administrator and you're letting them go. Make sure that you are in a position to where that they couldn't do any harm. I mean, you got to protect yourself, protect your business, protect your network, protect your customers. That's all I really got to say about that. Just wanted to share this story. Love to get your opinions. Get your rating on this video. If you got any comments, like to hear from you. Always love to hear from you. Hey, I'm Bruce Naylor, FrugalTech. We'll talk to you later.